Howdy folks, today we're playing the last Pro Tour deck that I wanted to showcase today. This is Pro Tour Green-White Counters, deck built by Brian Kibler. He won 3 games of the Pro Tour with this deck, and it's a deck, as you would imagine, built around +1/+1 counter synergy. So we have the Ozolith, Botanical Brawler, Invasion of Gobakhan, Dusk Legion Duelist, Hopeful Initiate, Enduring Bond Warden, a bunch of cool creatures from this new set. Including those ones, and then the Doomscar Warrior, which is, I think, part of the main card advantage plan of this deck. You also have an Archangel Elspeth, 4 mana, 4 loyalty, Planeswalker, +1 to get a +1, or get a 1/1 soldier creature token with lifelink, -2 to put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature and make it an angel and give it flying. And the -6 returns all non-land permanents with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and we have a lot of them. Also have the Steel Seraph to help give our things flying and get them through. Just pretty interesting deck in general. I'll just highlight some of these cards that might not be totally known yet. This is a 1 mana 0/1. When it dies, put its counter on a target creature you control. So has backup 1 though, so it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter. If you back up another creature, then you can give it the +1/+1 counter and whatever text is below it. So that text is, whenever this creature dies, put its counters on target creature you control. Dusk Legion Duelist, a 2 mana 2/2 Vigilance, and then when you put a +1/+1 counter on it, draw a card. Pretty cool. Only happens once a turn though. So and there's really no way to give it +1/+1 counters on your opponent's turn. The only really way to do this is to flash in a Wandering Emperor and do it at the end of turn. So you're really only going to get that trigger once on your turn, probably. But yeah, pretty interesting deck, and I'm just pretty excited to bring it to ladder, see how it does. So let's do just that. Yeah, can't keep no white mana here. Keep this, even though it's not that great, huh? 1 white mana that's not untapped, and then 2 of these. It's not great either, but I guess that's what we're doing. Probably put a forest back. Grell from the other side. Okay, that was a good draw. Hopeful Initiate, block this Skrelv up. Let's see what they do. Human. Okay, this is the human deck we saw the other day, I think. Botanical Brawler. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and get this down now. And just pass the turn. Imagine they'll play some humans. Brutal Cathar, that's a good human. It's pretty unfortunate for us. Vanguard coming in. Sure thing. Yeah, that Brawler we kind of needed. It was holding the key to our hand together. I'm gonna back up here. Then put the other back up on the Initiate. No need to attack this turn. Next turn I have this Doomscar Warrior. Adeline. That's fine, if my opponent wants to attack with either of these creatures, they're gonna have to use the Skrelv to do so, or they're gonna risk losing it to the Initiate. Okay, they decide not to. So I'll make it a 3/4. And that was going to be good enough, but the Adeline brickening it here. Guess I'll still go on the Initiate. Hey, maybe I should have put both counters on the Initiate. I'm not sure. His Bond Warden's not looking particularly good, and we've drawn 3 of them. I think we'll block the Adeline if they attack. Sigarda. Yikes. Block like this. Doesn't look good for us though. Opponent, not even really sure how to use their Skrelv. Can't use it now. Okay, they do figure that out. Counter goes here. We have a 4/5. And I guess we're just gonna go tall. Pass the turn and try to block here with a 5/6. Any Brutal Cathar obviously ruins our plan. Interesting. Okay, I guess they're gonna just start casting a bunch of stuff. All this flying they have is unfortunate for us. Another Brutal Cathar. Probably GG's. Everything having Hexproof is... That's kind of cool looking. Oh, Lana Elena. Okay. Cool deck from our opponent, honestly. I think us on the mulligan and then further drawing these Bond Wardens was a little tough. Give it lifelink, and I'll attack with it. Sure thing, pass the turn. Well, Elena's about to come down and about to be the end here. Yeah, can't do much about this. Cool deck from our opponent though. Maybe we'll try something like that out. GG's. He's the mana in this deck. I don't think I mean, just look. I mean, we still have the right colors here. Alright, colors here are much better. And I think I'll put this Wandering Emperor back. So lead on the Beast Caller or the Ozolith? Go with Beast Caller. Second Ozolith's a little unfortunate on the mulligan. But don't think my opponent has spells. Spell Pierce. And they can have negates and stuff like that. Or just general 2-mana counters. So I feel like I'd rather have them counter this Ozolith right now. So we can play one next turn, and then I can resolve this Skrelv. Yep. I'll get my counter now with the Skrelv. And it's very unlikely I'm going to have Skrelv in this position, since I didn't play it on turn 1. Considers trying to find a Fading Hope or something to bounce this Beast Caller where they still can. Alright, looks like they didn't find it. Alright, let's try this again. Sure thing. Hopeful Initiate. Attack with a Beast Caller. Pass a turn. Opponent has a lot in the yards. They just play a Haughties in this turn. They can start blocking the Beast Caller, unfortunately. Moment of Truth. Okay, so they don't have a Haughties in, but they could have a Tolarian Terror still, which would be pretty good. And we're hoping to avoid Tolarian Terror. Ugh. Yep. And it doesn't cast Doomscar. Alright. Protection from blue time. Now they're going to need a Fading Hope or some way to deal with the board. But pretty easy for them to have. They have a lot of looks at it as well. Untapped green source is pretty good. Lets us Doomscar. Non-green source land is probably our worst draw, like Nether Plains. The opponent really digging. Try to choose between the island and nothing that time, sure. For my turn. Alright, that was a good draw. Okay. Back up. Gives it trample this turn, which is pretty nice. That means I can just attack freely here. Keep this Grub up to protect. Nice. They're gonna consider, sure thing. Okay, we've done a good job of navigating here. What's the best here to take? Probably just another big body. Yeah. Take another big body, pass the turn. Opponent's got to produce a lot here, but the nice thing about the Skrelv is that we can protect the Beast Caller. If they wanted to bounce one of our other creatures, I think we were just going to let it go and only use it to protect the Beast Caller. And yeah, sweet. That was a pretty cool game. GG's. Okay, this hand's got some potential. Start off with the Skrelv. So our opponent is playing. I'm looking at our Skrelv. That probably means they can kill it. Yeah, play with fire time. No, Swiss Spear, okay. And pass. Interesting. So do I Botanical Brawler or do I Ozolith? Interesting, interesting, interesting. I think I'm just gonna Botanical Brawler and potentially back-to-back Brawler, or I could go Ozolith next turn. Not quite sure, but the goal is going to be to build an insurmountable board where opponent can't attack through on the ground. Sure thing. Do you have another one? Okay, looks like they do. Didn't want to just protect it in response because obviously they could just fire with a speed spell, so it didn't really seem to me worth it to lose the 2 life, and obviously it wasn't worth it in the end. And they're just gonna blood right away, so they must be kind of flooded if that's the decision they made. Yeah, let's just make a 3/3 here. Make our opponent deal with it. They could have 2 spells here. I think I'll block here, actually. It's Blazing Crescendo. That's fine, too. Play with fire, okay. Yeah, play with fire, it's better to block this with Spear, but obviously we didn't know what they had. So I can give something a lifelink next turn, potentially. Alright, let's do that. Just plan to give this Dusk Legion Zealot lifelink next turn and not block. And no attack. Okay. Deal Seraph time. And I think I'm just gonna pass here. Because I don't want them to have a spell and to eat my Duelist. When next I could just give this lifelink and get it in the air. So Kenzin, sure. Opponent's definitely had an interesting build of this deck. And let's see what they have going on over there. See what this last card is. Just a mountain, sure thing. Go Beast Caller. Or I could just give a +1/+1 counter. Let's do that. Another Duelist. Give this lifelink. Attack the invasion, attack my opponent. Go up to 15, get the last counter off, play it. End the turn, get some counters. And yeah, now the game's locked up. Opponent flooded out though. Look how many lands they've drawn in their mono red deck. I mean, it's just unfortunate. Going to my turn. Gonna Brawler here. The counter on the Seraph. Give it lifelink. Attack with everybody. Opponent's gonna block, but yeah, they really don't have much going on here. Sure thing. Give a lightning strike to finish it off. Stoke the flames, sure. Give this hexproof and indestructible till end of turn, just to sort of, I don't know, wipe them out. Doesn't really matter to me, but not like they had anything they could do anyway. They have 7 lands. Yeah, unfortunate for our opponent to draw that many lands, and for this game not to end up being close at all. Good game. Yep. Alrighty. Well, beat mono red. Beat mono blue and beat mono red. That's something. GG's. Alrighty, we're going first. And yeah, I'll keep this. Go initiate into invasion of Gobakhan. We're gonna play Beast Caller this turn. Then invasion next turn. Yeah, I like that better. Alright, let's take a peek at what they got going on over there. Wow. No lands. So do we take the Bank Buster then? Probably. Attack both at this invasion. Train up. Pass a turn. And yeah, opponent didn't draw the land. And that's a pretty good start from us. GG's. I'm going first. No green. I don't think we can keep no green. Ugh. Keep these, I think. It's on. Oh, we'll rip our hand. Beast Caller time. Left us with this Archangel Elspeth. Maybe we can get to that later. Bank Buster, sure thing. Growl of an Enduring Bond Warden. I think I'm just gonna be trying to kill my opponent with this Beast Caller, hoping they don't have the removal spell this turn. And if they do, I can just put all my counters on something else. Okay, bank bustin'. Maybe we have a chance. They have a slow hand. Okay, let's attack. Running for 5. Down to 10. Oh, that's my bad. Oops. That's my bad. I left the damage on the table. Oh, that could matter, certainly. I do have the cut down. Yeah, that's definitely my bad. I left the damage on the table. It should be at less now. Shoot. What do they have? Sheldred? Sheldred would be a good roadblock here. Okay, get this Ozolith rolling. Definitely gonna attack with everybody. Minus 13, minus 13. Okay. Attack my opponent down to 2. What do they have here? Really an interesting build. The rest is my Archangel Elspeth, okay. Go for the throats, that's your thing. There was another go for the throat. Okay, opponents had some good running there. Pass the turn. Opponent's down to 2. Can we defeat them? Dusk Legion Duelist, yep. Draw our card here. That was big. Play our land, pass the turn. Opponent did not have an instant speed removal spell there. Going to look for one with the Bank Buster. Which is a removal spell of any kind. You can block. Let's draw. Alright, gonna try to give it flying. Flying. Back. And we got there, no way. Oh, out of hand, I didn't think I had any chance against Mono Black. That's crazy. We're pretty resilient, honestly. And brings us up to Diamond 2. Wow. GG's. Okay, we have all our colors and mana here. I think this is probably a good keep. Question is, do I want to play the Beast Caller or the Brawler first? I think I want to play the Beast Caller because it gets the bonus from casting other creature spells. Question, do we play both Beast Callers and then these? And they'll grow these less. One. Not sure. I think I'll play both Beast Callers first, though. Gives us the most flexibility. Opponent's got the Thalia and a Gitrog monster sleeves. The soldiers, looks like. Be Esper Legends. Soldiers. Include Courtyard. Soldier, okay. Okay, now we have all our mana achieved, so we're fine to never draw another mana source for the rest of the game, hopefully. Okay, definitely soldiers. Oh, yikes. Once had a nice curve to start out here. Denic with the lifelink is pretty good. Alright, Beast Caller. Next turn I can Ozolith and Brawler, which is going to be pretty nice. As long as they don't have another Cathar here. Our big problem in this matchup is Harbin. In a lot of these ground-bound creature matchups is Harbin in general. Where I'm just kind of doing my own thing, but then the Harbin can just come over the top. Recruitment Officer, sure thing. Double Recruitment Officer, sure thing. Alright, Ozolith. Botanical Brawler. Pass a turn. Steel Seraph next turn can give this lifelink if I want. Could just play a Doomscar as well. Lifelink's probably relevant though. Could play another Brawler next turn to really supercharge my defense. Oh, come on. Boo. Okay. You can use a Skrull to get something protection. Or not protection, but can't be blocked by color to that color until the end of turn. And gives the Recruitment Officer protection. Interesting. Okay, I'll block the Denic if you're gonna offer it up. Alright, yeah, we're gonna can't Botanical Brawler and Steel Seraph, unfortunately, with our land situation. We could Steel Seraph and Ozolith on the Botanical Brawler, though. Lifelink, which might be our best play. And if they want to trade their 3 creatures here, obviously we're more than happy with that. If not, just gain some life. Still having a 3/3 in the way is nice. Hopefully they're out of Brutal Cathars. Oh, there's tapping out for this. That's fine. Ooh, yeah, the Harbin is not what we wanted to see. Another Steel Seraph, though. Alright, Botanical Brawler. I think we're going on the Brawler, yeah. And we're giving it a lifelink again. One's gonna have exactly the right amount of soldiers though, but we have a blocker and... Wait, what is this? These gonna be werewolves though. They're not gonna be soldiers, so this Harbin isn't gonna be able to attack. Oh yeah, okay. This Botanical Brawler might actually get through. They're gonna flip their Brutal Cathars. Oh yeah, flip. Oh yeah, no. Flipping the Brutal Cathar is gonna kill us though. Oh, that card is so good. Yeah. Yeah, can't beat the flipped Brutal Cathar with the Harbin coming in this turn. We had a chance though. I mean, honestly, we did have a pretty good chance against this deck. Our opponent had to have all the pieces they needed. They had a Brutal Cathar, Harbin, they had to be able to flip Brutal Cathars that turn. Dang. Alright. Pretty sure we're dead to this Harbin, but maybe not. We have a 5/5 Steel Seraph in the air that's about to attack. We'll give it a vigilance. Unfortunately, we don't have enough mana to also through the Ozlet this turn. See what we hit. Okay. Can't play either of these this turn. I think I'm just gonna take the Brushlands. Put a counter on the Seraph. Make it a 7/7. And there's a chance here that we're not dead yet. We're at 24. We can block 4 here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And we're definitely not dead. Maybe we still have a chance. They can play a Denic to block, which is unfortunate. We obviously can give this lifelink. And if they attack with the Harbin, we get to eat it. If they attack with the Brutal Cathar, we get to eat one of those, and that's big too. Just Denic, huh? Yeah, maybe we're sitting fine still. Just send one thing through. It's gonna cost some life to do that. And they can't because we have green, so it has to be a flyer. If they attack with a flyer, they're dead because we steal Seraph. Give this flying, give it a counter. We might steal this. We can get them to block with the Harbin next turn. They're down to 3. What are they doing? They can't give protection from both. Oh my gosh, we're gonna steal this game. We'll block with a Doomscar. No problem there. Okay, they are gonna give it flying. That's fine. We'll block your Harbin though. And we don't even need the second one, but we're just gonna do it for funsies. Give this one flying. Give this one lifelink. Lifelink. Flying. Back with both. And I can't believe we came away with this win. I really thought we were losing when that Harbin came down. What? We beat a Brutal Cathar that it took 2 of our creatures. Like, what is going on? These Brutal Cathar, look how much is under them. And we just won? Like, what? What? That's crazy. What is going on? Oh my goodness, that's a huge win. Mind blown. I might have missed lethal turn earlier. I don't even know because I just didn't even contemplate that we were even remotely within the game still. That was, oh my goodness, GG's. Alrighty, and we're back with green-white counters from the Pro Tour built by Brian Kibler. And honestly, I can't say enough about how impressed and just boggled I am. My mind is just boggled. I cannot believe that we won as many games as we did. You're gonna see, actually, I think every game I played, because I don't have that much time to record with this deck, but you're gonna see like every game I played, which is crazy, and we just won a bunch of them. The deck just performed very, very well. This is a deck I was a little bit skeptical on. I didn't know how well all the pieces together would fit. I've tried similar style of deck, but I think this version of the deck is very well built. I think the curve is where you want it to be. And let me, get it out there. I don't think this is anywhere near tier 1. It's not a deck I would just run at the ladder with and expect to win a bunch of games like I did. I think I had some bad draws, but I think my opponents also had some pretty bad draws. But what I do think is this deck has the potential to get a lot better. +1/+1 counters it's a synergy that happens in basically every set. And I think you could easily find replacements for Enduring Bond Warden. Certainly, I think you could settle on the right 4-drops behind the Doomscar Warrior, and there's just pieces for this deck to improve. Maybe even in a somewhere you get a Hopeful Initiate replacement, potentially even. The Beast Caller is really good. I like the Botanical Brawler, but there's always the possibility you get improvements there. The Ozolith was really good. The Invasion was very good. Every card really did its role pretty well for what I was expecting from it. But I'm just excited because the shell of the deck seems to work pretty well, and you just seem to be a little bit of power level away from the rest of the format. And I think you could potentially get there with just a few upgrades in some key spots. Maybe some ways to make the curve stretch out into 3 a little bit more. Some better 3-drops for the curve. Things like that. I don't know. Pretty cool though. I really enjoyed playing this deck. This is honestly probably my favorite of the decks that I played from the Pro Tour, except for maybe the 5-color ramp to end in the semifinals. I really do like the top Harry Stomper into Invasion of Zendikar. But this deck was very fun to play. I really enjoyed it, and I just can't say enough about how impressed I am and how well built this deck is. But yeah, that's going to conclude the Pro Tour coverage. We're going to start off with some Martian Machine Aftermath decks, hopefully. When that comes out, I think that comes out on well, by the time you're listening to this, it already came out on Thursday. So I'm looking forward to some of those next week. So hopefully, some cool brews we could find there. But yeah, pretty impressed with this deck, and very fun Pro Tour overall. I like standard Pro Tours; they're a lot of fun, and you get decks like this that can help maybe shape the meta in the future. But yeah, alrighty, enough of me blabbering. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you did. And as always, until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.